Right, today I'm not going to start with the theme tune of Bulerías because today we are actually going to do a video on Bulerías. So I'd like to say a few words about the compás of this rhythm, very important rhythm, possibly the most flamenco, and when guitarists want to know how well you play, they say, toca un poco por bulería, and then we'll see how good you are. So this is particularly important rhythm. This derives from the soleá and has 12-beat cycle with accents 3, 6, 8, 10 and 12, exactly the same as soleá. So the simplest way to introduce you to bulerías is to show you the opening compás like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll do that again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you will remember in soleá we had the E chord or E shape, and we did this. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now if with the A shape we do the same thing, we actually have the opening compás of bulería. This came about through the Gitanos, gypsies of Jerez, particularly in this style, playing a fast soleá. Soleá por bulería, and then eventually it became bulerías. So we played a little quicker than soleá. Now, up to this point, I'm playing very much with an aire of soleá to show you how the transition happens from soleá to bulerías. So after the first compás, which we've already counted, we then go to this B flat position, and here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the clue to the difference between bulería and soleá is when you hear this tap like that. When I get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that makes up bulería. So there is the one way of counting it, as I've explained, like soleá. The other way of counting it is really in threes, al golpe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Obviously, 2 beats with the golpes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we now have 2 forms of bulería. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that derives from the soleá, and the new type I've spoken to you, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which we call al golpe, and you remember that the word golpe means a tap, so it's called al golpe because you hear a lot of taps. Now there is a point where these 2 rhythms coincide, and this is the interesting part. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if at this point we want to include the accent on the 8, the 10, and the 12, we can't continue going 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what do? We go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So where you hear the actual guitar play, not golpes, are where the actual accents are. So there are 5 accents, just like there are in soleá or in seguidilla for that matter. So we have accent 3, 6, 8, 10 and 12. Now the way that is the clearest way for me to tell you the bulerías is that the first accent of the 5 is number 12 in the compass. So we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a little bit complex, but I hope you are understanding it. So just once more. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In seguidilla it was the reverse. We had 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5. This time it's the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The close beats come towards the end of the compass, not the beginning. So think in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for bulería. 1, basic compass. Now the variations that we use in bulería normally start on 12 in the compass or number 1. They normally last in 6s or 12s because we are obviously in that type of rhythm. Now I'd like to play now the opening falsetto that we normally play as a theme tune, and carry on from there into some bulerías material that we will later speak about. give you a little bit of an idea of the aire bulería, fairly modern aire that is, I'd like now to go back to the al golpe rhythm and play a little bit in that style for you, which is more a estilo campero, a country style almost. And there was one guitarist particularly well known for this called Diego del Gastor, who came from Morón, near to Sevilla, and his style is very well suited to accompaniment. I'd like to speak a little now at this point about the use of the foot in bulería. The most sure way of covering all the different rhythms in bulería is the al golpe tap that we mentioned before. So if the foot coincides with what the taps are doing on the guitar, then you know that the compás is correct. And that applies for palmas too. If someone a palmero is accompanying you, this has to coincide with the taps in the compás. It's a very good idea just to keep trying to do this. It's not an easy thing to do, the coordination, but again it will help you in the control of the rhythm. So if you just practice ending here is when we get to the crossover. In other words, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we're going to tap that sort of rhythm with our foot, then of course it requires a different approach, and we are talking about this. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that those two possibilities are to use in accompanying the bulería with your foot. The other one is a straight beat with the foot, which possibly is harder than either of those two, but it's quite useful at times. For example, on the opening compás of the theme that I've been using for my series, it's very easy to keep the foot playing straight when we are playing, for example, this type of rhythm. But at that point is where one wants to not do that, because the accent there is where the close part of the rhythm comes, the 3, 4, 5 part of the rhythm. So we have 1, but you don't have to go with your with that rhythm. You can still keep playing straight. I hope I'm making this clear. So you have now play a straight rhythm to this. Gives a sort of driving, bouncing feel, ba, 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 going on the whole time through it. Now this obviously will take a lot of practice. In fact, one does these things subconsciously when you're playing, but to change from one to the other when one is explaining like this is almost unnatural. But you will find that your foot will go with the rhythm most suited to that particular variation you are playing. If on the other hand you wish to continue just with one type of rhythm the whole way through, I suggest that the best one would just be this, as I mentioned before, which will cover all types. For those of you that are beginners, this must seem rather complex. I'd like now to go back to the very beginning of Bulería, the basic feel, and play a few more traditional variations and explain how the compass works. Now I'm going to start with the normal Bulerías compass that we spoke of at the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, Now this marvelous traditional variation, which I believe was originally composed by Juan has got a very interesting compass. It starts 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. What I think this shows marvelously is that you don't need to play all the time in flamenco. The pauses can be as exciting as the actual playing. I'm going now to play some good basic variations in the por medio key Popularia. notice there I just played a single note. But if you understand what you're doing in the compass, that single note can be very, very telling. For example, if I'm playing 11, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that 10, I have to hit it exactly on the 10. If it's slightly before or after, it will have no effect. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one has to almost feel those things very much with the compass inside your head, but in your foot, so that you and the guitar become one. It is more than just a mental exercise. It's quite, I don't know what the word would be, probably organic. It's a total thing. Now, the other way which we use bulería very often is to finish another style. One could be playing soleá or alegría and end up in bulería. And this is very easy since they are all in cycles of 12. But if you were building soleares, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see that I went in there after the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the bulería gives a different idea. Soleá. Playing for a dancer, there may be points where the compass needs to be played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. Then it reverts to the normal pattern. On the other hand, if he or she were doing the accenting on 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, then it would be important to emphasize those beats. So you would play 'See, there are very many ways in which one can actually use bulería. Let's go now to the alegría and build into bulería from there. When you're playing for a dancer, normally one is playing the escobilla. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, came in at this point, you'd have to also give the correct chords for the verse that he is singing. So you may be in the key of alegría, but he may change to the por medio key for a moment. So you have to really listen out very carefully here. Instead of being in that key, it might suddenly be here. And when you came to the llamada for the dancer, you can still go back to alegría key like this. Again, you hear that the compass, they're always in 3s or 6s. Now, a very good exercise for Asapua, we've spoken already in the seguidilla about the Asapua, but this is a different type where we have a double note instead of a single note. Before, you remember, we had the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the right hand. Now what we have is, in other words, 2 notes on the bass string followed by the instead of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a very good falsetto that you can play in por medio or por arriba, the key of soleá, and will enter into bulería rhythm. This a bit quicker, you will see the drive it has, and it is an excellent variation to play early on in a bulería. You can, by the way, also play it in the por arriba key, and you will play it then like this. So that also sounds very good. So in fact we have bulería to end with, but this is in fact the beginning variation for a bulería. So I hope you've enjoyed this particularly important style. So, adiós, hasta pronto. Hello again. I'd like to cover today something we haven't done before, which is a toque libre, meaning a free form. And I'd like to begin today with the granaína, and a technique that we haven't covered either, which is the continuo rasgueado or continuo rajeo. Starting on this E minor shape. notice that I finished with a continuo rajeo in the way that I began that solo. In a way, it's not so much a modern technique, but a traditional one that needs to suit your hands. I've always done the 4-note rajeo continually, which means starting with the little finger, as we do in a single rajeo. This repeats the whole time. There are no upbeats, it is all down. So we have, of course, the little finger goes out, and this has to get back in time again to start the second one. So before the index finger has finished, the little finger needs to be coming back to ready to start again. So if one just allows the fingers to go right out like this, there's no way you can play continuously. It will be like that. So it has to all be within a similar sort of movement area. Like this. Then you have to try to feel the rhythm within all of that. So if you are playing the opening here, there is a sort of sense of time. You hear the tune within it. Another technique I used in there is the ligado and the glissando in the granaína. We do this. So we slide up there. You don't want to go too fast on this, otherwise it lacks feeling. So we do it quite slowly. If one was to go, you lose the feeling of the glissando. And when one is playing the granaína, it's as well to have in your mind an image of Granada and the Sierra Nevada mountains, snow-capped mountains, and this wonderful Moorish quarter of Granada, the Albaicin, the Sacromonte caves where the Gitanos live. This part that comes in the granaína that I've played you is as if one was going up the mountains of the Sierra, up and up and up, the Alpujarras. Down again. In this section also, it's most important to give it time and space. This, after all, is a toque libre, and we have the freedom here to express. We don't have the rigid compass that we've had in the other styles. Having said that, there is an underlying rhythm, as I mentioned earlier, of fandangos happening beneath the granaína. So in this, give it a lot of space. Right, I think that's all I want to say really about the granaína at that stage. Moving on from there, there is a very nice South American influence piece called guajiras. Guajira comes originally from Cuba, and it has been incorporated into the flamenco repertoire now and is an entirely flamenco thing. But it is quite light-hearted and in major key feel. I'll play you a little bit of the guajira. guajira I just put together at this moment. And believe it or not, a lot of what I've been playing for you is put together at this very moment. Flamenco is like a repertoire, like a vocabulary, which you draw on, and you have to be familiar enough with it that at any given second you can just play it, so that it is a very natural music, almost like speaking. You make the odd little slip, but that isn't important compared to the atmosphere you create. It's not a classical piece where you are judged on the note perfection. Of course, one tries to play cleanly, but the overall aire and atmosphere is the most important thing, and if you can improvise, that is a definite plus. So that piece of guajira, for example, contained traditional material, but mostly my own, as with the granaina. And really what we have here is a treasury which is very hard to attribute to any particular player certain things, because it gets passed down through history. Wherever it is clear whose it is, I try to say so. And that is quite important, that when someone has created something, that they are given credit for it. I'd like to go on from here into a toque a compás, but having said that, guajira is a toque a compás, and it is played in the same way as bulería is played, in that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, ends up there. 1, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's move on now to tiento and tangos. So far we haven't covered any rhythm that is actually in 4, because normally flamenco rhythms are in 6s, 12s, but the tiento and the tango are definitely in 4 time. This is in the por medio key. Few variations in the tiento key. Now, when we go to tangos, we are playing in a faster rhythm, and it's a more obvious type of 4. What we have is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, haven't explained is this rather modern way of doing a golpe, which is that. You bring the middle finger down and hit the golpeador just before the bass strings, and come back up with the thumb. So we have a flick from here, as if you are flicking a piece of paper. So we play, and then apagando la cuerda también, so also dampening the strings there at the very end. So we have, first of all, down, then up, and then damp. A very flamenco technique, I think. Right, one of the interesting developments in flamenco chording is happening within the Phrygian mode, or el modo dorico. It has various terms. Normally in flamenco, the straight Phrygian mode is this. D minor shape, C shape, B flat shape to A. What we are getting now are bridging chords between those. So we would have D minor and then the G7th before going to the C, and the F7th before going to the B flat, and then resolving down to the A. So we have this effect. So the dominant seventh of each chord, in other words, the seventh relates to the C, the F7 relates to the B flat. Or in this register, you can play around with these in many ways. Start with the G, and then go to the C, F7, B flat, G7, chromatic is very important in flamenco. In the soleá we had, and now in the tangos we can also go from the C, B, flat, D. Now if you apply, for example, an arpeggio to this sequence, it starts to sound really quite melodic. You may remember that in the Bulerias I played Now if we were to go to the other key of soleá, we also have Phrygian mode here, only the A minor shape, G shape, F shape, E. But again we can do the bridging chords. We have the A minor, then before going to the G, then Fandango. I play the ending of Fandango. Good. Well, to finish off today, I'd like to go into another rhythm which has a 4 time. And this rhythm is called farruca. The farruca is in a minor key. So far we've only played in Phrygian mode or major key. And I'm going to play you some quite well-known variations, some traditional and some not. Now that is obviously not complete solo because I'm trying to count to you the rhythm and play some variations too, but I think it will give you a good idea of the compass of farruca. We have many other styles still to come to, but I think for the moment I'm going to play you out with a little bit of rumba, which is today a very popular rhythm, and explain a little about that. The rumba is like this. once again, we're going to continue on from the last video with the rumba. You'll remember I ended the last video playing out with the typical rumba rhythm, the slapping technique. I'd like to show you exactly how that is done. We hit the strings with these three fingers, or sometimes it is about the middle and the ring finger. So we have, and we come back up, down, and then up with the thumb, then another slap. So we have slap, up, down, up, slap, up, down, up, slap. That is the movement. So hit the strings, up, down, thumb, slap. Now if you want to hit the guitar on the fretboard here, one has to be moving in this direction as you do this. So we are traveling from there to there. You can play the rumba in one position like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, which is also very effective. But this has a different sort of syncopation. The other type of rumba is not with the slapping technique, but like this. I play this very slowly. It is written down in the book, so you can study it slowly at your own pleasure, but it is played slowly like this. One thing I haven't gone over is the golpe with the thumb. You remember when we did Alzapua in Bulerías, we played while in the rumba we also play with the thumb and the golpe. So we have still the same scissor movement as if we were doing that, but marks the rhythm very well. And that's another possible technique for you. Here I'm golping with these two fingers, the middle and the ring finger. Again, this is in the book. Now the rumba can be a very light-hearted rhythm for accompanying a singer or dancer, but also we can form a solo. And I'd like to play you now something which is already available in a transcription. This is called Mi Rumba. I won't be transcribing the book, as I say, there is an edition already available. And I composed this long time ago, 1973 I think it was. It starts like this. up into something with a little more energy and excitement like that. I'd like to go now, total contrast to a style that is one of my favorites, I have to say. It is called Taranta. Taranta is the song of the miners, and it is played in a key that almost sounds like you are down in the depths of the earth. And that key is this one. Now you'll notice that I'm playing with thumb and coming back with the ring finger. This is called an arrastre. An arrastre means literally to drag your finger across. So we have the thumb, then the ending is an arpeggio. Thumb, 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 index, middle, and then we drag across. And we have the legato. This time we don't use the right hand. We keep the left hand going. The same here. Some people find this too difficult to do it with the index and the ring finger here. So you can use your little finger. The great guitarist Sabicas does it like this, so I'm sure it's all right for you. And we go to here. And it's nice to resolve maybe with a continuo rajeo. Having set this mood, it would be nice now to introduce something a little more melodic. Now maybe a little tremolo. Now what I've been playing up to now is a free form, which is called tarantas. But there is a fixed rhythm form in fours, which is called taranto, ending in O instead of A. And the taranto is often danced and has a much more insistent rhythmic pulse. I'm going to play it for you. Right. Complete change of mood again. There is a very popular dance called Sevillanas, which I'm sure you've heard of. At the moment, it is being played and danced all over Spain. It's an actual national craze. And I'd like to play you 4 traditional Sevillanas. The modern type is very fashionable at the moment, but I think from the point of view of learning, it's good to know these basic ones because they never date. So these then are Sevillanas. The last verse one normally accelerates like that to make an exciting ending. Right, the Sevillanas may be quite simple technically and harmonically, but it's very important to practice them regularly because it's a very good picado exercise. I'd like now to play you a Moorish piece, a Sambra Mora, and we tune down to D for this. So we take the 6th string and tune down to the 4th string, making an octave difference. Once you've got down, stretch a little like this to stop it coming back up again, as it wants to. Whenever you want to come up a little bit in pitch, in tuning, you can press at this point the other side of the nut, and that'll bring it up. Down, you pull, or to adjust slightly, like this. If you want to do it a lot, you can pull a lot like this, it brings it down. If it's only slight, put the index finger here, and the thumb, press it like that. I'll give you the sort of aire I mean in this type of style. Going a little further on from point of view of tuning, I'd like now to show you the tuning for rondeña, another very important style introduced by Ramon Montoya. He tuned the third string down, semitone. You an idea of the style. I can't play the whole solo at this stage, but if I ever continue with the series of videos, I promise we'll go through the whole thing in a little more detail. I'd like now to play you out with a very modern aire as flamenco moves forward into the 21st century, I should say. It is taking on a lot of modern chords and modern sounds, so I'm going to play a composition of mine called Palomino. been great fun doing these videos, and I look forward to seeing you at some future date. Keep practicing. It's worth it for this great art of flamenco. Viva el arte. Hasta la vista.